This is how I looked, but in the beginning of the year, 2022. Trash. This is how I looked in July of 2022.
Vroom, vroom, vroom. Wah-pa-pa-pa-pa, zaddy.
This is not the video I was hoping to make. Let me give you context. In January of 2022, I promised myself I was going to post this video of January 2023, whether I succeeded in my goal or I failed. And to be honest, I think I failed, and I failed pretty bad. In January 2022, I started a video about weight loss or my hope to lose some weight. And I promised myself that whatever happened, I was going to post about my progress in January of 2023 after a whole year. It's safe to say that I failed, but this time around is different. My failure is different from how it used to be before. For everyone that knows me or have seen me in person or that have known me for more than this period of 1 year that I've been on YouTube will tell you Nonso is a big guy. I'm huge. Maybe the camera doesn't give you much, doesn't really show you, but I am a big person. I am 6'3". I weigh about 340 pounds. I am huge. However, it's been like that my entire life. I didn't eat my way. To this point, I've always been a big kid. The smallest I've ever, I remember weighing, I was about 15, and the smallest I ever remember weighing was about 115 kgs, which rounds up to about 235 pounds. I've always been a big kid. Throughout this video, I'm going to share pictures and videos of the different metamorphoses of me when I was smaller, when I was more active, and everything. However, I'm just going to show you right now. This is how I looked, but in the beginning of the year, 2022. Trash. This is how I looked in July of 2022. I was active, I was going to the gym, I bulked up, I had some muscle going, and by September of 2022, I kind of slowed down and I lost my way. The first time I remember trying to lose weight was in SS2. Like I said, I was about 15. Our biology teacher brought in a scale to come and measure everyone in class, and I was by far the heaviest. I think the next heavy person closest to me was probably like 20 or even 30 kilos smaller. I was that big from an early age. So I remember trying to play basketball with my friends, trying to lose some weight, trying to run, and it was very, very difficult. But eventually, I picked up stride when I got to the university at the age of 17, the first time, University of Jos. That was the first time I started to push some weights. I was already 17. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just pushing cinder block. By the time I was about to turn 20, I moved to the Philippines to start my education again. I was already weighing 290 pounds. And I fell in love with the basketball and I tried out and I became a part of the team. That was when I think in my life, that was the most active I ever became because I had to be on the varsity team. I had to always keep up with the smaller, faster guys. I had to lose over 55 pounds in a very short time to be able to, have my debut, play for the team. And I was actually very disciplined enough to keep the weight off. The thing with me was when during the season I'll be lean, I'll be small, I'll be active, but during the off season I'll fall back into my bad habits and I would eat sweets and stuff and I'll gain some weight, hoping to play it off in the first week of basketball resumption, and it became a bad cycle for me. However, when I got to my third year, I became more conscious about now. If I want to keep the weight off, this is what I have to do. The problem is by then, I started using the wrong things as motivation. Being sad, being depressed was a motivation. Having girlfriend problems at that time was a motivation. Just all my motivation just came from stress, heartache, pain. So the pain, I'd rather with all the pain and everything I was feeling, I'll just take it out on the gym, take it out on basketball, take it out on running. I would run for an hour, like without stopping. I was that active at that time. I'll share some pictures as I'm talking so you guys will really see that I'm not just talking. I was very, very active. I was very ripped. I was very muscular. When I started to work, my routine changed because I had to sit at the desk for a very long time in the day, and I gained the weight really, really quick again because that's why I do not particularly love desk jobs, because you have to sit and just before you know you're 10 hours is gone, 8 hours gone, and you're just sitting in one spot. And it wasn't good for me, it wasn't good for my mental health, and I gained all the weight back. And then I had to start running the weight off again. I got to a point where I was able to successfully take the weight off. But every time I took the weight off, when I gained it back, I would always gain a little bit more. I wouldn't stop at 290. It would become 295. It would become 300. It would become 310. I would lose the weight, and when I gained it back, it would get more. Like I said, motivation was all, heartache, pain, stress. Like, okay, I have to go to the gym and take it out on the fat in my body and everything so I can get smaller, I'll be more compact, I'll be more athletic. In 2017, I think there was a shift in my mind that really made me just love working out. And I was telling my wife about this that time because I used to work in it. I used to work in tech in 2017. I would leave my office pretty late, maybe by past 7. I'll go hang out with my girlfriend at the time for about 2 hours, and I'll be back home by like 11 p.m. in the night, and I'll still go for a run. Around 11. All these pictures I'm showing you about me taking selfies in the elevator, because then my apartment was in a condo. I'll just, on my way down or coming back off from running, I'll take a picture just to remind myself, like, there's a reason I'm doing all of this. And then before you know it, I'll be asleep, and then I'll go straight back to work I'll wake up by 5:30 and I'm back to work by 7 a.m. So it was good at the point because I could keep my focus on working out because I was stressed. I don't know why that was such a bad motivation for me, because I was stressed. I was stressed out. There are people that would not bother going to. I mean, why would you come back to your house by 11 o'clock and still have the time to go work out? Literally, I was juggling, having long work hours and then trying to juggle having a girlfriend and then trying to keep fit. For some reason, that stress made me more disciplined for some mad reason. When I came back to Nigeria, I had the opportunity to start a company here. The stress of Lagos actually kept me fit too for some reason. It's the reason why I'm talking about my motivation and why all these were motivating factors for me is because right now I am married and I am very happy. All those stresses that I used to have, the stress of relationships and all of that, I don't have them anymore. And because of that, I am incredibly happy. I'm gaining weight because of that. I think I don't know if it's coming across as if I hate it. I don't. This is the first time where like I'm gaining weight and I don't feel like I want to kill myself. And this is not me just saying it. Whenever I would gain weight, then I hated myself for so days on end. I would not eat because I needed to take whatever. I was always checking the scale like every week, every day. I would say every day. I had a scale right there before I entered. In fact, because my condo, my bedroom was upstairs, the parlor was downstairs. So before I would go up, the scale was down there. I'll weigh myself before I go up to sleep. It was an unhealthy cycle that I created for myself, but I thought it was healthy. I thought, I'm healthy, I could run, I'm athletic and everything, I'm strong. Even though I didn't get sleep, even though my heart was aching, even though I was always sad. Do you understand? Like, but I felt, whatever, I'm hot, I don't give too much of a fuck, you know. When I met the love of my life, Lydia, and she was also in her faith farm phase. You guys know the story. We met at the gym actually, and she was also in the middle of her faith farm phase. I also showed pictures of her in her faith farm phase. She was mad, dead serious. Like to the point when I met her, I was very scared for her because she was not taking. The way she was eating was scary to me. Like she basically, and she walked so much in that period. She basically almost didn't eat just so she could, lose the weight that she's carried all her life. And that was the first time too, she like dove head first into working out. The problem now is the both of us, we met, we fell in love, and part of our bonding, besides, besides watching movies, besides hanging out, besides being prayerful, besides just being in love, a major part of our bonding is food. And you guys know my wife is a savant in the kitchen. The woman creates art pieces as food, masterpiece, and I love to eat. I really do. I'm not a glutton. I don't stuff my face. I really like food, especially when the food is good. And everything she makes is good. I think I think that's what I'm saying. And actually, besides the food, there's a study that says when you're in a happy, comfortable, healthy relationship, you are going to gain weight no matter what. Your weight will increase. Because once you start to get peace of mind, you will add weight. You're going to get bigger. And right now, I weigh a lot. Like I said, why I'm not completely sad or depressed right now about this weight is because last year, when I started this vlog by recording that video of me shirtless that you guys have seen, I started to work out for an even better reason. Being stressed wasn't doing it for me anymore because I'm not sad, I'm not depressed. I am stressed, but stress can be managed when you can share your problems with the love of your life. Being the way I am right now, I have to create new motivations. And one of the motivations is, I like, and I hope this is not oversharing, I love to oh God. I'm sorry, too much. But I love being intimate with my wife. And I want to be able to pick her up without stress. And it's not on her, it's on me. I'm quite powerful. Picking up has never been a problem for me, but I want to be able to continuously do that. I also want to be able to pick up my children without any back pain, without stress. I want to be able to do a lot of things deep into my 60s and 70s without being too completely incapacitated by my weight. Sometimes when I vlog and I have to edit the videos and I listen back, I don't like the way my breathing sounds. Sounds like I'm laboring to breathe. I'm really not. It's just the bigger I am, the more fat around my chest, it makes me sound like that. And the bigger I am, I think I started experiencing more back pains recently, which was never a problem for me. So my new motivation right now is I'm trying to lose weight out of the love I have for myself and the love I have for my wife and the love I want to have for my kids. I want to be able to lose weight and keep the weight off, which is the most difficult thing, I think. The flex for me has always been, as a big guy, I don't have this big tummy, so I always used to skate through life and just, I'm huge and then my tummy isn't so big. But the older I'm getting, the bigger the tummy is coming out. Like, I'm getting this whole man beer tummy and I don't even drink beer that much. That's one of the things I decided to take away this year. I'm almost cutting off all alcohol, all sugar. If I'm going to eat good food, I'm going to eat good food. I've started intermittent fasting again. And the reason I'm making this video is because I want to be able to watch this video or at least try to react to this video in 2024 if God keeps us alive in 2024, and at least show myself that I made some progress. Discipline has to be my new motivation. Sadness doesn't motivate me anymore because I don't get sad. I'm not sad, I'm not heartbroken, I'm not depressed, except if my wife will do something that'll break my heart, I don't know. But I'm not like any of that anymore. I'm more motivated now out of love to lose weight. Out of, I want to live long enough to see my wife grow old, to see my children grow up. That's why I'm trying to lose weight. That's why, even though this video is a failed transformation video, it's also an encouragement to myself and to everybody. Last year, I stuck with it for a long while, which is the longest I've stuck with it for since I came back to Nigeria, because the stress of Nigeria will really dissuade you from doing much of anything, because I'm always thinking about, okay, I have to succeed, I have to make money, I have to take care of my family, and then working out will just seem like not a big deal, and that shouldn't be it for me. But anyway, it's not it for me anymore. I'm glad that I'm making this video. I'm glad I'm sharing this part of myself with you guys, because I could never before. I could never. But today is also an encouragement to everyone that wants to start losing weight. But yeah, it's still very early. Let's start. I haven't started going to the gym yet. What I'm doing right now is portion control. I have to control my food. I know how my body works. If I'm able to control what I eat when I eat, the next I'll be heading back to full iron and running by February. And my whole thing is I hope to be able to keep it from February till whenever I will make this video again. That was deep. I just want to thank you guys for listening to me. I hope I didn't bore you. I hope you're not disgusted. I hope I will somehow encourage somebody, because being a big person from birth is not the easiest thing. My wife also goes through it. My wife has always been big. I've always been big. It's not always, oh, you can lose the weight, just stop eating. It doesn't work like that. Everybody has different body types. If you're grown, if you're old enough and you don't understand that everybody has different body types, then you're really, really immature. Go and do your studies. Everybody comes in different packages. I just happen to come in this one. And honestly, if I share my family picture, you know that we're all big. Go and watch the reaction I did of my wedding video with my wife, and look at my family. Everybody's huge. My younger brother is bigger than I am, and he's way younger than I am. So it's just genetics. It's just genetics. But I've never let genetics stop me from trying to get healthy. That's the whole point. If you're aware enough to know when you're losing weight, and when you know that, okay, the reason I'm limping is because I'm gaining weight, or the reason that my back hurts is because I'm gaining weight. If you're aware of that, I feel like that's half the battle won. The next thing is just to try and figure out what to eat, figure out what to eliminate from your diet, and then try to get back to the gym. I'll be getting back to the gym soon. I'll be sharing stories and stuff on my Instagram again as soon as I get back. It's going to be difficult, but the only thing I always tell myself is I know how to start again, and I'll start again. But this time around, when I lose the weight, I hope not to gain it all the way back. And because right now I cannot let myself become 400 pounds. That would become a whole that would become terrible. I can't do that. I need to feel good. And when you look good, you feel good. You understand what I'm saying? So thank you so much for watching. I hope this part of me showing you guys this part of me makes you feel more closer to me. I don't know. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.